Go! We're gonna die.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren,
it's Bash TV News.
May God be with you all.
Hello and welcome to Bash TV News for Friday, March 10th, Day 1. I'm Jameson Malarkey. Please rise for the pledge to the flag, followed by a moment of silence. Key Club will be holding a sock roll drive starting this Monday, March 10th to March 24th. Please bring in socks, individual cracker packs, and granola bars and put them in the bag found in your homeroom. Each item is with a certain number of points. Socks are 2 points, crackers are 1 point, and granola bars are 1 point. Whichever homeroom earns the most points will win a special surprise. Thank you for donating. And now it's time for Bash TV News Sports with Derek.
So the Flyers lost 1-0 to the Hurricanes, and the Sixers take on the Blazers tonight at 7. That's all about for sports. Back to you guys.
Today is your last chance to check the lost and found for items you may be missing. Please stop down in the main office before Friday afternoon to see if your belongings are here. The following classes will report to the Nod today: Mrs. Fine, Mr. Pennington, Mrs. Swaminathan, Mr. Ballack. And now for a special episode of Frank in the Hall.
Hello and welcome to Frank in the Hall. I'm Mr. Cherkasky, and I'm taking over for Frank this week because she's in Florida. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and ask staff members that were Boyertown graduates questions about the school and see how well they know their school. I'm here with Mr. Brunner, the choral director here at Boyertown, and he's a 2001 Boyertown graduate. Who wrote the Boyertown alma mater, and what year was it written?
Well, I know it's by someone named Yoder. I think it's Arlen Yoder, but I think we've had this debate before that it's not Arlen Yoder.
It's Daniel Yoder, but we'll give you that for the Yoder.
And I'm not sure what the date is, maybe like 1952?
That's a good guess, but you're a little off. 1933 it was written. Can you sing the first 4 lines?
Do you really want me to sing it?
Yes.
We love to bring our tribute in lofty songs of praise to thee, our alma mater, our grateful voices raise.
This is Mrs. Long. She is a 2008 Boyertown graduate. What was the very first year that the yearbook was published in all color?
2006.
You're absolutely correct. It was called True Colors, all color. So now I'm here with Mrs. Shellaway, who's a 1993 Boyertown graduate. What famous Boyertown graduate was instrumental in starting the Arts Expo in 1992? You were around at that time.
No.
He's a famous Boyertown graduate, one of the most famous.
Oh, Steve Burns.
Steve Burns from Blue's Clues. We're with Mrs. Casper, a 1970 Boyertown graduate, who was the only female head principal of the school ever.
I don't know if Gwen was ever a head principal, but I know we had a Mrs. Fryer.
You're right, it's Mrs. Fryer. Did you ever have to see Mrs. Fryer?
No, I did not, but I know some students who did that were upperclassmen, especially when they left the chickens loose.
So Mr. Idle is a 2003 Boyertown graduate. Do you know the student that was the very first host of In the Hall?
No, I do not.
It was during your time, though. Do you remember?
I don't even remember In the Hall being a thing when I was a student here.
Mr. Brishka's over there. I think Mr. Brishka knows. Let's go ask him.
It was John Carver, Carver in the Hall.
Carvel in the hallway.
And now I do remember Carver in the Hall.
Now I'm with Mrs. Benning, who's a 1991 Boyertown graduate. When was the first year that Boyertown High School took a senior class trip to Walt Disney World?
I believe that was the class of 1980.
She is right.
Yes! I got it.
That's all for this episode of In the Hall. Frank will be back next week with a new question, and she'll see you then.
'Cause the good old days weren't always good, and tomorrow ain't as bad as it seems.
For Bash TV News, flash weather.
Flamingo's pink. Anyways, there we go. Temperature is 32, humidity is 79, wind speed is 3 miles per hour. Temperature at 12 is 42, cloud. 3 p.m. is 41, rain. 6 p.m. is 41, more rain and no snow. You guys lied. Today is cold and rainy. Saturday is again cold and rainy. Sunday though, it's cold and cloudy. But then Monday, it's cold and rainy again. That's all I got. Back to you guys.
Abby, Derek, and all of us here at Bash TV News, I'm Jameson Malarkey. Have a great day.
Yo.